What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, someone is making millions off your personal data without you even knowing it? Your browsing history, your shopping habits, your location, even your private conversations, all being bought and sold like a product on the stock market. And the craziest part? You never gave them permission. Or did you? Stay tuned to find out how your data is being collected and sold. Think about the last time you searched for something online, maybe a new phone or vacation spot. Within minutes, you started seeing ads for it everywhere. That's not a coincidence. Every click, every like, every scroll, it's all being tracked. Your smartphone, smart TV, even your car, they're all collecting your data. And once it's out there, you have zero control over who gets their hands on it. From your smartwatch to your voice assistant, every device is a data collector. So, who's profiting from this invisible economy? Big tech companies, Google, Facebook, Amazon, they thrive on your data. The more they know about you, the more money they make selling hyper-targeted ads. Data brokers, companies like Axiom and Experian, collect and sell your personal info to whoever is willing to pay. Insurance companies, your health, driving habits, and lifestyle choices can affect your rates. Governments. In some countries, data collected from tech companies is used for surveillance and social control. Even democratic governments purchase data for law enforcement and intelligence purposes. Your data isn't just used for ads, it's used to manipulate you. Ever wonder why you see certain news stories and not others? AI-driven algorithms shape what you see online, keeping you in an echo chamber. Data is used to predict your behavior, influencing what you buy, how you vote, and even who you trust. Cybercriminals are stealing and selling personal data on the dark web, leading to identity theft, scams, and worse. And the worst part? You can't escape it. Even if you delete social media, stop using Google, and go off the grid, chances are your data is already out there. So what can you do? While you can't stop data collection entirely, you can make it harder for companies to profit off you. Use privacy-focused browsers like Brave or DuckDuckGo. Turn off ad tracking in your phone and apps. Use encrypted messaging apps instead of mainstream ones. Limit what you share online, because once it's out there, it's forever. Consider using a VPN and enable two-factor authentication for added security. Regularly update your software and read privacy policies to stay informed. Your data is the most valuable currency of the digital age, but you're not the one profiting from it. So what do you think? Should companies be allowed to trade our personal information like a commodity? Or should we have the power to own and control our own data? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more eye-opening content like this, hit that subscribe button. Because the truth about your digital footprint is only getting more shocking. Advocate for stronger data privacy laws and demand transparency from companies. Together, we can make a difference. Let's take a step back and look at the history of data collection. How did we get here? From the early days of the internet to the rise of social media, data collection has evolved rapidly. Initially, data was collected for simple purposes like improving user experience. But as technology advanced, so did the methods of data collection and the value of the data itself. Today, data is a multi-billion-dollar industry, with companies constantly finding new ways to collect and monetize it. Understanding this history can help us better navigate the current landscape and protect our personal information. So next time you surf the web or use an app, remember, every click, like, and share is part of a much larger story. Stay informed, stay protected, and let's shape the future of our digital world together. What does the future hold for data privacy? As technology continues to evolve, so too will the methods of data collection and the ways in which our data is used. However, there is also a growing movement towards greater data privacy and protection. New laws and regulations are being introduced, and companies are being held accountable for their data practices. As consumers, we have the power to demand better privacy protections and to support companies that prioritize our data security. The future of data privacy is in our hands, and it's up to us to shape it. Imagine a world where your data is truly yours, where transparency is the norm, and where your digital footprint is protected by default. This vision is not just a distant dream, it's a possibility within our reach. By staying informed, advocating for stronger regulations, and choosing services that respect our privacy, we can collectively steer the digital age towards a more secure and respectful future. So, as we look ahead, let's commit to being vigilant and proactive. The decisions we make today will shape the digital landscape of tomorrow. Together, we can build a future where data privacy is not an afterthought but a fundamental right for everyone. Let's look at some real-life consequences of data breaches. From identity theft to financial loss, the impact of data breaches can be devastating. In 2017, the Equifax data breach exposed the personal information of 147 million people, leading to numerous cases of identity theft and financial fraud. In 2018, the Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal revealed how personal data was used to influence political elections. These are just a few examples of how data breaches can have far-reaching consequences. Imagine waking up one day to find your bank account drained, your credit score ruined, or your social media accounts hijacked. These scenarios are not just hypothetical, they are the harsh reality for millions of people affected by data breaches. The emotional and financial toll can be overwhelming and long-lasting. It's crucial to be aware of these risks and to take steps to protect our personal information. Use strong, unique passwords for different accounts, enable two-factor authentication, and be cautious about the information you share online. Remember, your data is valuable, and protecting it should be a top priority. By understanding the real-life consequences of data breaches, we can better appreciate the importance of data privacy and take proactive measures to safeguard our digital lives. Finally, let's discuss the ethical considerations in data collection. Is it ethical for companies to collect and sell our personal data without our explicit consent? What about the use of data for surveillance and social control? These are complex questions with no easy answers. However, it's important to have these discussions and to consider the ethical implications of data collection. As consumers, we have the power to demand greater transparency and accountability from companies. By staying informed and advocating for our rights, we can help create a more ethical and fair data economy. The responsibility doesn't just lie with corporations, but also with governments and regulatory bodies to ensure that data collection practices are fair and transparent. Ethical data collection should prioritize user consent, data minimization, and respect for privacy. By engaging in these conversations and pushing for ethical standards, we can collectively shape a digital future that respects individual rights and promotes trust. Remember, every click, every like, and every share contributes to the data economy. Let's make sure it's an economy built on ethics and respect for personal privacy.